Okay, this is the first place I cried. I was like, oh my god, another one. So this is a 14 speed Swift rune with the legend grind. I pray to God that he only used one. Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoners War, and we have found another one. This account also made me cry. This one actually made me cry 2 times because I found at least 2 runes where the speed was below 20, but it had a legend grind. So this is a global account, Synapse, who wants to get better in RTA and wants some direction with runes. And he already told me that he's working on his towers, so I'm not going to pinpoint that out. His towers are almost done. His best record in regular arena was C1 and RTA was F3. So I'm pretty sure he wants to get that gold star. But I am a little hesitant to say that I'm optimistic for that new record because truthfully I'm not. And I'll tell him why. His towers are one thing. It's almost done, but he still needs work with the defense, water damage, light damage, and dark damage. I want to keep in mind of this light damage because he does have a Kinky. The Kinky does allow him to be a little more advantageous in the lower ranks because in lower ranks, people still have a hard time dealing with Kinky. And also he has the Molly. For his LD, he also has a Jackson, but that's about it. Not that great of an LD Nat 5 in RTA, but it does counter certain comps, such as a comp with Oliver and Chung Peng. I think more of the Chung Peng because his passive allows you to increase your attack bar or your team's attack bar when they get targeted by a decreasing attack bar attack, right? So technically Oliver and Chung Peng both do that. Even the Savannah, I guess in some case, it could counter some comps. He does have a lot of good units. I don't know if you guys saw his arena defense, but I don't know why he's not using the Cardinal for his lead. I don't know why he's not using the Kinky. I don't know why he's not using the Belio there. Because just going with the generic tanky defense, I'm pretty sure he could have a better defense that he's running right now. But seeing his box, it does like he could go first turn if he wants to because he has the Oliver, he has Chung Peng. He doesn't have more though, which is pretty core in the team. So you need 2 separate or another stripper other than the Moore. Moore is just that good because he has a speed lead plus D-strip, AoE strip. So because you don't have that, you'll probably have to go with a Juno instead and try to go that route. Or you could just go full on second turn because you have the Kinky, you have the Molly, which I think is the better route for you because of your rune quality. So let's take a look at the runes because there's a lot of things I want to say. Let's take a look at Swift. His fastest on slot 1 is 23. And then it gets really slow. This is the reason why I think that he can't go first turn. He's extremely slow. Okay, this is the first place I cried. I was like, oh my god, another one. So this is a 14 speed Swift rune with the legend grind. I pray to God that he only used one and it landed a 5. Can you imagine putting in 2, 3 legend grinds on this one rune to get a +5? Oh, please, guys. Guys, if you're early game, if you're lucky enough to get like speed grinds, a Swift speed grind, a Valiant speed grind, Wool speed grind, any speed grind in your early game, due to some event or some dungeons, please hold on to them and don't hastily use them on runes that are not worthy of them. You think you'll bring a big improvement? It does not. It does not. Imagine this. This is a 19 speed rune. Farm GB12 for a day. You'll get a 17, 18 speed rune from a blue rune, and you slap in a blue one, and you'll be 20 speed, 21 speed. So this is definitely not worth. Never do this. Yeah, his Swift runes are just mad slow. Okay, here's one slot that has some potential. 3 runes that have over 20 speed. This one has 21, and this is a crit rate rune. This is very, very good. Very, very good for a Swift Verd or any fast unit, for even maybe an Ethna. So you want to keep on to this. You want to max this. You want to perfect this as your first priority because it's your best rune in the Swift slot. Slot 5 is pretty bad as well. Nothing good. Slot 6, 18 is his maxed and there's nothing good. So he has only one slot that's good that has over 20 speed. Everything else is like 18. Maybe, I mean, grind is 20, but you guys know what I mean. So he doesn't have a fast set. Let's go to Violent. Slot 1, 21, okay, that's good. 20, so he has 2 good runes that could be useful when they're maxed, when they're fully grinded. Okay, slot 3, 25, another 26, 2 good runes. And then, okay, a very lacking slot 4. Oh, a 28 with a questionable grind. This should be a HP percent. Okay, there you have it. Put that there. And give it a max grind in whatever sort. And then another 27, that's good. Go for a better grind. Gem looks great. And that's about it. 2 great runes. And then slot 6, 21. Okay, so you need to work on that too. So 2 slots that are good and violent, but everything else is pretty lacking. Will, 19, okay. Lacking. Slot 3. Okay, 25. Or sorry, 28. That's an awesome rune. Another 26. Good slot 3. Slot 4 is very, very lacking. Slot 5, 22. I mean 18 base. So there's nothing notable. Let's find slot 6. Another place where I cried. So this is the other rune that made me cry. This is a 21. Again, it's not worth, guys. It's not worth. Just farm for a day in MB12. Get a will rune that's blue, and you'll probably get a 17, 18 speed. Okay, maybe a day could be too much. Maybe 2 days. Give it a blue grind. It'll be 21. Be 20. Sad to see this. Sad to see this. Okay, so that's about it for the runes. I mean, we could take a look at Despair 2, 24. Another 26. Okay, lacking slot 3. Wow, you really don't have a lot of Despair runes, don't you? I would farm more GB12 because your Swift runes are really bad and your Despair runes need work, and you have a Juno. Just having the Juno makes you, gives you the reason why you should farm Despair runes. This has a lot of potential. Probably a Dimensional Predator rune, right? So this has to all go into speed or you're screwed. By runes, you have to work on R5, obviously, because there are a very few good runes that had potential that you want to perfect, and then after that just farm GB12 for a while because you want to get better Swift runes, get better Despair runes. And then I'll move on to Violent and then Will. Violent runes, you had two slots that had good runes, but then everything else was pretty lackluster. If you want to work on second turn team, then you could start with Violent Will first, because obviously if your focus is that and you're going second turn, you want the runes that support that. Arena, like I said, I have no clue why you're running this. Take these 2 out, put in Carnal. Put in Carnal and Abelio. I'll definitely do that. It'll do much better than what you're running right now. What you're running right now is very, very lackluster. It doesn't do anything. If I can even find your Carnal. But you know what I mean. Everybody knows what I mean. Everybody will agree that Carnal is one of the best HP leads in Arena that's actually useful. Is Carnal a 5-star? Is that why? Shoot, if Carnal's a 5-star, oh no, it's right there, Carnal and then Abelio, there you go. So you put these 2 and you could put Nora, it's fine. Just make sure your Nora's fast. Your Nora's way too slow right now. It should be like, actually, it should be the fastest for sure. Is it the fastest? Well, this is not being used. Okay, it is the fastest, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows what I mean. Let's look at your AO. You're using 1 AO, which is questionable because you do have Tiana. So if you ever need to make a second AO, you'll go with the Changpeng because I know you don't have Zeros. So you'll go Changpeng, Tiana, this, and Galleon. There you go. Easy offense that you want to be using. This goes first, this goes second, this goes third with max accuracy, and then the Changpeng. Needs to be tuned. Don't make it too slow, hoping that the Changpeng will get the pushback. Pushback will have to be tuned by within 3 speed, slower than Changpeng, so that he could still move if the Changpeng fails to get any pushback. So I will also rune this team up to get a better record. RTA, I'm hoping, oh my goodness, what kind of monstrosity are you running? Too many units. Yeah, you definitely don't have the rune quality to support this. Nothing even close to support this. So I'll scrape the whole thing. Like, what the heck are you doing? Just go full second turn. There's a lot of units here that you probably don't have the runes to run. I'll leave some, but I am pretty sure you won't even use half of these. You're trying to go fast, slow, Make a decision. And right now, with your rune quality, going second turn seems like the better way. Why don't you have your Kinky out? Like, you have one of the best. And where's your Molly? You have the best 2 4-star LD units that are good for RTA, and you're not using them. Weird. Is your Molly not built? Where the heck is your Molly? Wait, is Molly already out? No. Sorry, I'm blind. This could work. You need a Verd, triple revenge Verd. Guys, I don't see Molly. What did you do with your Molly? Did you actually get rid of your Molly? Did you actually feed it a long time ago, maybe? Because I would be crying if I did. Holy cow. Let's see how old this account is. Because if this account was active during the start, oh my goodness. I think he had Molly when it was bad and he got rid of it. Or unless, one last hope, Molly's in here. Oh, okay, thank God. Why aren't you building your Molly? What the heck? Thank God. Whoa, whew. You actually pulled it as a fake 5. Maybe that's why you were like, oh my goodness, I got a fake 5 when it could be a nat 5. But anyways, yeah, you'll definitely still use the Molly. Build it up, and if they take the Raccoon, you take the Molly. Or you could take the Molly if you like it better, but I think Raccoon is a little better right now. It's just the one thing that's good for Molly, especially for lower ranked player, is that Molly has better base stat compared to the Raccoon, so you'll essentially be a little tankier. But I'll run a team like this. I'll rune. I mean, I still will take some out. You still need like some counter units like the Antares against Dianas and such. Why didn't I pick the Antares? But really, it'll be 15 to 20 units max. Right now it's 10, 15, 20 to 22 units. So you could still get rid of 2 and then try to go from there. Obviously, like I said, as you start runing your units up by priority, your rune quality is going to get lower and lower, and at a certain point, it's not going to be usable. I just took a look at your runes, and just to be straightforward, I think after 10 units, even 10 is a lot, I think, but 10 units, you're not going to get anything close to the first 10 units that you ruined, unless you bring down the first 10 really low. Or not really low, fairly low, so that you could kind of spread out your runes, which I don't really recommend. I think you should focus your best runes on 10 units first, and then see how far you could go. But right now, with your rune quality, that's going to be a challenge, because I don't know where I could pinpoint, okay, I'm going to make all of these units this speed. I think taking out Oliver is a good idea too, since you're not going first or anything like that. Where's the oh my? So there's so many good units that I'm not picking out. There's also the Juno that you should be working with, right? Because that's your one other AoE stripper. You don't have anything else right now, because you don't have the Chung Peng. Like, I don't want to run a Chung Peng in a slow team, in a second turn team. But if we have no other way, then maybe we have to, or you try to play it with only one stripper, which could also work. I think the best thing to do for a second turn team is have like Praha Juno with both of them, because those are both decent strippers at least, and it could work. But yeah, it's actually really, really hard. I mean, you could try even Clara actually. But yeah, so this is the team I'll run and play with this. Go second turn, use the Verd, utilize the Verd. If you have Leo, it'd be even better, but sadly you don't have that. So I would try to, you know, counter the control comps using the Kinky, also with the Josephine. Some things that could just take like revenges, like Juno, or even the Jackson with the passive if it's a lot of attack bar control. Yeah, it really depends on how you play the game. That's easy to say, right? That's like for everything. Also on Taurus, right, for control, just hope on RNG. And sadly, you don't have like Wind Monkey or Fire Monkey, so those will be pretty good additions for your box if you pull them. But yeah, I'll run a team like this. It's a lot of units. It's more than 20. It's 23, so a lot more than the 15 to 20 that I recommended. I'll take out 5 to 10 units here and then work with that. No, 5 to 10s, yeah. 10 to 15, 15, 20. 5 to 7 units, I guess, if you can. But you'll have to anyways, because like I said, you'll hit a block. You hit a roadblock where your rune quality is just not good enough. Oh, actually, easy way to do this is just look at all of these that are not scaled up. You take out everything that's not scaled up, and then you'll just use the ones that are fully scaled up, or at least has the scale ups to be potent and has all the damage that it needs. Oh my goodness, you'll be taking out a lot of units from this. a lot. I'm hoping that you have some devil mons, because you'll have to make some choices to decide on which ones you want to skill up, and you'll play with that essentially. So let's take a look to see how many devil mons you have. None. If you ever spend money on the game, devil mons is the way to go because you're lacking so many of them. But yeah, that's essentially it. If you want to improve an RTA, you have to pick a team, you have to pick a color, and then you have to decide on which runes you want to focus on, make sure all of them are skilled up, and go from there. And you'll see improvement. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys watched till now, please like and subscribe. Also, did you guys cry when you guys saw this? Because I did. Like I said, I cried twice. But if you guys watch till now, please like and subscribe. Also, if you guys want to get account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. You get to support me and also watch more content. If you want to get account improvements, please join my Discord, because all the information you need is there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.